Welcome everyone to Vidyastra quick revision classes. In this video we are going to comprehensively cover the Buddhist literature, and now this is a very important topic because in recent years modern history has become less important, and ancient and medieval there are number of questions, but the difficulty level is very high. Reason: UPSC is not asking from NCRTs, UPSC is using uh, standard sources like Upinder Singh and IGNOU notes. Now this question, like Sanghabhuti question in 2024, was from directly from Upinder Singh, but you don't have to worry. We will cover the Buddhist literature comprehensively, and I will break it down in a way that you will be able to understand it and you won't forget it after that. Okay, now let us start it. Now Buddhist literature, in any religious literature there is a word which we see again and again, that is the canonical. Now what does canonical means? Canonical means something that lays down the foundations, the philosophical foundations of any religion. In case of Hinduism it is the Vedas and the Upanishads. In case of Christianity it is Bible. In case of Islam it is Quran. Now in case of Buddhism there is the three Pitakas. Tripitaka matlab means the three baskets, Pitaka. The three Pitakas are Vinay Pitaka, Sutta Pitaka, and the Abhidhamma Pitaka. Vinay means discipline, Sutta means teaching, and Abhidhamma means philosophical. Okay, so three different Pitakas, three different names, and now we will see what is included in them. Now Vinay Pitaka, as I said, it includes the rules, the discipline, how monks should behave in the Sangha, and there is one thing included in within the Vinay Pitaka, that is the Patimokha. Patimokha is the list, the guidelines, that this is not what is to be done by a monk who is a part of the Sangha. Sangh. Okay. Now next one is the Sutta Pitaka. Sutta Pitaka means teaching, the Pitaka basket of teachings. Now it has Buddha's discourses, and it is further divided into 5 parts: Digha Nikaya, Majjhima Nikaya, Samyutta Nikaya, Anguttara Nikaya, and Khuddaka Nikaya. Nikaya means parts. Now what does Digha, Majjhima, Samyutta, Anguttara, and Khuddaka means? Digha means long, Majjhima means middle, Khuddaka means shorter, and Samyutta means thematic. Anguttara means chronological. So Digha has the long discourses, Majjhima has the middle discourses, Samyutta has discourses arranged thematically, like we do PYQs or we study for UPSC thematically. Same way, in Samyutta Nikaya, the discourses are arranged thematically. In Anguttara Nikaya, they are arranged in chronology. Let's say we do PYQs in chronological order from 1979 to 2024. Okay, that is the difference between the two. Khuddaka means the short. We'll come to that. Now within the Digha Nikaya, the long discourses, there is one named Brahmajala Sutta. Now what is Brahmajala Sutta is, in this there are teachings, or there are discourses in which the Buddha has criticized the other religions' views, like nihilism, eternalism, and all those, which he says that these are the wrong views. So this is called as Brahmajala Sutta. Next is the Mahaparinibbana Sutta. In Mahaparinibbana Sutta, what is included is how and when the last days, about the last days of Buddha, means what were his teachings, how he traveled to Kusinara where he finally died. Okay, and how after his death his relics were distributed and stupas were built on it. So this is all included in the Mahaparinibbana Sutta. Then within the Majjhima Nikaya there is the Satipatthana Sutta and the Kula Malyunkavoda Sutta. Now Satipatthana means, Sati means wisdom, the achievement of wisdom, that is included in this Satipatthana Sutta. And this Kula Malyunkavoda Sutta is, Malyunkyo Putta was actually a monk. Okay, Malyunkya was a monk whom Buddha taught something. So those teachings are included in this Kula Malyunkavoda Sutta. Kula means short. Okay. Now Samyutta Nikaya, as I said, it consists of thematic discourses, one of which is Bhujanga Samyutta. Bhujanga means the 7 ways to achieve enlightenment. I told you it is thematic, so all the ways have been this included in one theme, that is the enlightenment, how to achieve enlightenment. This is the Bhujanga Samyutta. Next we talk about the Anguttara Nikaya. As I said, it is in numerical, in chronology, number system. in a way from 1 to 10. Let's say here it is Ekaka Nipata and Dasaka Nipata. Okay. Then we talk about Khudaka Nikaya. Khudaka Nikaya is the shorter ones, and believe me, it is not in the sense, it is actually Khudaka means minor, but it does not mean they have the minor teachings. No, they are shorter in length. Like it has the Jatakas, which are the compilation of Buddha's previous lives, his stories about previous lives. Then there is the Dhammapada. Dhamma means the Pada means the verses, and Dhamma means ethics or the way to do things, okay, the right way to do these things. Then there are the Therigatha and the Theragatha and the Therigatha. Theras and Theris were the monks and the nuns, and whatever they wrote is included in the Therigatha and the Theragatha. Okay. Now we come to Neti Pakarna. Neti Pakarna is, it has how you have to understand the teachings of Buddha. So Neti Pakarna. Neti means guide. Like let's say you have a very big book, let's say it has 1,000 pages, but there is a short summary of it with which you can understand what the book actually consists. So Neti Pakarna is that book, that guide, which helps you understand Buddha's teachings or the philosophy of Buddhism. Then there is the Abhidhamma Pitaka, which I said includes philosophical and the psychological teachings, analysis of teachings. Then we have the councils. Councils, you need to understand what are councils. Councils are actually gatherings of great scholars belonging to that religion who come together and finalize that, yes, this is what we are going to finally reject or finally assimilate in the coming times. Okay, so they come together, they have an assembly. So there were 4 assemblies, first, second, third, fourth. First was in Rajagriha, then Vaishali, then Patliputra, then Kashmir. First one was under Ajatashtru, second Kalasoka, third Ashoka, and fourth King Kanishka. First one was led by Mahakasapa, in which Vinaya and Sutapitakas, the first 2 baskets, were finalized. Then is the under Kalasoka, then under Ashoka it was headed by Mogaliputta Tissa. Now this fourth one is important, Vasumitra and Ashwaghosha. These are very important scholars of Buddhism. Okay. Now we come to Mahayana literature. Mahayana literature has something called Mahayana Sutras. Sutras means the thread or the teachings. The first one is the Prajna Paramita Sutra. Prajna Paramita. Paramita, you need to understand what is the meaning of Paramita. UPSC has already asked it. Paramita means perfection. Okay, Prajna means wisdom, knowledge. So the perfection of wisdom, how to attain perfection of wisdom is included in this work, Prajna Paramita Sutra. Then there is the Asta Sahasrika Prajna Paramita. Prajna Paramita we already know. Asta Sahasrika means 8,000 lines in which tells you about how to attain the wisdom. Next we have the teachings of perfect wisdom. Next we have the Sadharma Pundarika Sutra. What is Sadharma Pundarika Sutra? Sadharma is the true teaching, Sadharma. Okay, and Pundarika means, Pundarika is lotus. It is a word for lotus. So Sadharma Pundarika Sutra. These words, if you know, UPSC just simply ask which is part of this, which is a Buddhist work, Jaina work, which scholar belongs to Buddhism, Jainism. That is enough for you to know. Okay. Now next is Vimala Kirti Nirdash Sutra. Vimala Kirti was a Bodhisattva. You already know what are Bodhisattva who already have achieved, who had delaying their own enlightenment to help the lay person achieve the enlightenment. So Vimal Kirti was this Bodhisattva who Nirdesha, guidelines, who gave his guidelines in his work, Vimal Kirti Nirdesh Sutra. Then we have to talk about Avatamaka Sutra and Sadharma Alankar. Avatamaka Sutra means interdependence of phenomena. It tells that everything is interconnected. Avatamaska Sutra. Then is the Sadharma Alankar. Sadharma I already told. Sadharma means the highest teaching. Alankar means adornment. Okay, these virtues of Buddha's teaching. Sadharma Alankar. Next are the philosophical texts. Mula Madhyanka Karika and Yogacara Bhumi. Very important. Mula Madhyamaka Karika. Madhyamaka is a school. Whose school? Nagarjuna's. Mool means foundational. Karika, treatise. means a treatise consisting of the foundational principles of the Madhyamaka school. The Madhyamaka school we already know. Madhyamaka means the middle path. This is a very important philosophy of Buddhism. Then there is Asangas Yogacara. Yogacara means the principles of yoga. Okay. Next, another important school, Vajrayana. There are two tantras. This is one is Guhya Samaj Tantra. Guhya Samaj, Guhya means secret, Samaj means society. So the tantras of the secret society. It's one to say the tantras of the secret society. It is a work which is consisted in this Guhya Samaj Tantra. Next is the Hevajra Tantra. Hevajra is a wrathful deity of the Tantric or the Vajrayana school. So his teachings are included in the Hevajra Tantra. Now very important, this Om Mani Padme Hum. This is a very important term. UPSC can ask it directly. Om Mani Padme Hum means wisdom and compassion are indivisible. Means if somebody is wise but is not compassionate, then he is wrong. If somebody is just compassionate and not wise, then it is also wrong. Om Mani Padme Hum. Now the notable scholars, Abhyakara Gupta, you must know, UPSC can ask directly. Atisa Dipankar, both belonging to Vajrayana school. Then there is the historical. These are very important. This can be very, very important. UPSC can ask directly questions. Which of the following are the biographies of Buddha? The four biographies that we know of are Nidan Katha, Lalita Vistara, Mahavastu and the Buddha Karita. Buddha Karita simple. Buddha Karita. Okay. Mahavastu means Maha great. Vastu means great event. Okay. Lalita Vistara again. Lalita means playful. So it is actually in the form of poems depicting the life of Buddha. And Nidan Katha. Nidan Katha is very important. It is in Pali. It is before the Jataka tales. Means it is like a beginning. It tells about what is going to happen. Means it is a starting of even if it is even before the Jataka tales. Okay. Then there is the Avadana text. Avadana word you need to understand. Avadana means deeds, good deeds. Okay. So there are two Avadana texts. Avadana Shataka means the 100 good deeds. Shatak. Okay. And Divyadana, the divine deeds. Okay. And now there is the Mahavamsa and the Deepavamsa. Mahavamsa means the great chronicle and the Deepavamsa means the chronicle of the island. Which island we are talking about? Sri Lanka. Okay. Buddhism was very popular in Sri Lanka. In fact, it is also today. Okay. Then there is the philosophical contributions. This Shunyata. Shunyata is the philosophy of Buddhism. What does Shunyata means? Shunyata, it literally means emptiness, but that you don't have to get confused. It means that everything is interdependent. Okay. There is a cause, there is an origin, and there is an effect. Okay. This is central to Madhyamaka philosophy. That I taught about dependent origins. Then there is the principles of logic and knowledge included in Dignaga. Dignaga is a very important scholar. UPSC has already asked about him. Who Dignaga belonged to which school or which religion? So his work is Pramana Samukya. Pramana Samukya means the logic. Praman means logic. So he has created a work in which he talked about the logic of Buddhism or other logics. Means it is work on logic. Okay. Now the lay and devotional work. Lay and devotional work means lay means some works created by the lay disciples. Neither the great scholars nor the monks, but lay disciples. Lay disciples. Let me give you an example. Sigolavada Sutta. Sigolavada Sigalo was a lay follower. Let's say I am a follower of Buddhism. I don't know much, and Buddha teaches me or gives me some instructions. So those instructions were included in this Sigalovada Sutta. Then there is the Dhammapada. Dhamma again means the deeds, the teachings. Padpada means verses. Pad. Okay. This is very important. UPSC is asked this. Milinda Pana. Milinda Pana are the Milinda Pana literally means the questions of King Menander. Menander was the Greek king. Okay. King Milinda. In Buddhism he is known as King Milinda. And whom does he ask questions? He asks questions to Nagasena, the Buddhist monk. Okay. So this is done. I hope you were able to understand this. You can watch the video again. We will be uploading more videos. Definitely the concepts here given are difficult, but believe me, UPSC is asking difficult questions. If you have to clear prelims, you will have to study something that is asked by UPSC. If you want to just give prelims, that is a different whole different story. But if you want to clear prelims, you will have to work at the level which UPSC is asking questions. So this was regarding Buddhist literature. You will have more some such videos in coming days. Thank you very much.